You're basically going to remove 10 grams of starter. The starter is going to live on in your refreshing, but what's left over from the amount that you take out to refresh today is not going to be used anymore. So you're going to discard this. Combine that with 30 grams of warm water. Add 60 grams of flour. Mix that until the dough starts to come together. And then you're going to pick that up with your hands and knead that together till all the flour is incorporated. You're going to roll it so that it warms up the dough, and that will help kind of jumpstart the rise till it gets pretty smooth and compact. Just make sure you get all the ingredients mixed up into a sticky ball. And then you're going to place that into your clean container. The normal time that you leave your starter out after refreshing is 6 to 12 hours, but it might not be enough for you to see something going on. If that's the case in your kitchen, you can let it sit out for up to 24 hours, and then you can refresh it again. Once it starts to do something quicker, and when you know that it's bubbling up within 6 hours, you're ready to bake bread. There's a couple other questions that come up. What kind of water should I use? Don't use chlorinated tap water. If you have a good water filter, then you can use that kind of water. I use bottled water just to make sure I'm not introducing any off flavors into the starter. I also always use a glass container or ceramic container because the acids in the starter can react with metals and give it kind of an off taste. Make sure you always seal it tightly. Some recipes say to put a towel on top. I don't like that method because it can dry out the surface. If you have to go somewhere and you're not going to be home for a few days or a day, you can refrigerate it. It just kind of slows things down and halts it. And so when you get home and you start refreshing again, you're not starting over, but it's going to be a little slow in the beginning. But let it sit out for 24 hours and you'll see that it will pick up pretty quickly. After a few months, you don't have to worry about it anymore because you can just keep it in the refrigerator and refresh it once a week or once every 2 weeks. The more time goes by, the stronger and the more stable it will be, and then you can refresh it once every month. If you take a vacation, I actually travel with my starter. It's fine out of the refrigerator for more than 24 hours when it gets to be really mature. So if by some chance you refresh your starter and you forget it for more than 24 hours, it's fine. Maybe it might develop that gray color again. You just scrape that away. Even if you have a little teeny piece, you can bring it back to life. If your bread comes out dense in the beginning, it's okay. That happened to me too. It took me a couple of months to really get good bread. But don't quit, just keep going, because this starter is going to last for the rest of your life and you can hand this down to different generations. My starter is now about 15 years old and I still feel the magic when I wake up after refreshing the night before and just see the bubbling and feeling like, it's still alive.